yeah, 2 days later. Assuming
Also,
no
I
one.
want to amend my note on inviting cards. So basically, my goal is to play cards every night, but you somehow find that if you're in the mood for playing cards, I seem to somehow know that you are, and I invite you to play cards, but you don't ever get annoyed because on days when you don't feel like playing cards, I just somehow don't ask you to play cards, and you just sit around and do whatever you want.
What?
Yeah, he has this uncanny ability to know that you don't want to play cards. None
Also,
of you probably
Basic,
really
did I-
notice it or care about it.
So how far can a level 2 spike drive go in a jump, in a drill?
2.
Sweet. And how long does that take?
That takes
Cut-
7
cut-
days.
So okay, so 3.5 days. Sounds good.
I mean, technically, every jump takes 7 days.
Okay, yeah, so each jump takes 3.5 days. Cool story. That's what I wanted to know.
Well, yeah.
Spacefarer
But
is
I mean,
great.
the jump from 607 to 507 would take 7 days as well.
Yeah. Well, each of them. Well, yeah, I know, because it's one drill. Yeah.
Yeah. I will.
So we
look
get there in a
confirm
total of
those
7
rules
days.
Yeah. So you make the jump to Hoyo, and then down to third, and that's like 14 days total.
Only 7 days total.
No,
Yeah.
It's
on
7
that.
days.
The Spacefarer. No, Spacefarer cuts the time in half,
oh, okay.
as well
yeah.
as treating it like a spike drive above.
Oh yeah, you guys are fast. Okay, so yeah, 7 days total. Let me mark down. How long
I'm
you
vastly
guys
improved from our almost stranding. I like these new rules.
You're a real pilot now.
took. Also, it's time to make you roll for getting there in the first place.
Good luck, real pilot.
Hmm?
I said good luck, real pilot.
Now, why do I have to roll?
Well, you have to roll for spike
No,
dive jumps.
I succeed anything at a difficulty 10 or lower, automatically.
Oh yeah, these are just normal jumps. Okay, so you just get there. Yeah, there's no danger whatsoever.
We are
guys
tying you
can
to the
stay
pilot's
traveling
chair.
anymore.
You are not allowed to do anything. You must pilot the vehicle.
So 7 days later of no sleep.
No, that's only I only have to plan the spike drives.
I
No,
know,
you
I
have
know,
to-
I'm joking.
Spike drives.
Wait, I thought
Well,
you had
I
to
mean-
pilot it continuously. Because there's
You,
like
you have
turbulence
people
and
and
stuff.
shifts for that, but if he's charted the course,
Oh.
then you
The
just
course is
basically-
what causes problems most of the
Yeah.
time.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, technically, there's safety procedures, and you need to have like 3-person shifts. So there's always someone in the helm. But that doesn't. You don't really need a pilot to be the one in there. You just need to make sure that the person doing the jumps knows what they're doing.
Luckily for
Okay.
me, the new rules let me be much better at this than the old rules let me be
Yeah.
at this level.
Yeah, so you get there about. So you get there 7 days later.
Did I ever hear back from the Claridian people that I contacted about like putting me in contact with the people on this planet?
You do know that like you're better than the average, course navigator for spike drives, and also it's so far away it takes like a minimum a month for a message to get up there.
No,
Probably
then I probably
a
wouldn't have
little bit
even
longer.
bothered sending them. I probably wouldn't have even bothered sending the message if I knew that. Never mind.
Yeah, the space travel in between solar systems in this game or in this setting is like the Age of Sail as far
It's like
as
the Pony
time.
Express.
Yeah,
Dude, I can get there faster. We could have just gone up there, asked, and then come back.
And then
Yeah.
paid for all the fuel and the
Yeah.
life support.
Also, people like you
Shush.
are uncommon as far as being so good at navigating.
You're special.
It's normally, first off, normally it's twice as, it would take you twice as long as it does take you now. And also, average everyday people don't have focuses. So not only that, everyone else is stuck with Spike Drive 1. Not many people get anywhere near a Spike Drive rating 2. Let
Cool
alone
story.
have a
Alright.
focus.
So yeah, you definitely didn't fall out the airlock. We all saved you.
Yeah, the fact that he can do what he does is amazing.
You're welcome. This is how my character was supposed to be. I like these rules. Anyway, continuing. So now we're
Yeah, wait.
in
So
system.
during the jump, definitely I make some comment to you. But wow, you seem to be quite an excellent pilot. This is going much smoother than some other ships I have been on, especially the last crew I was with.
Yeah, the Floridian Science Academy travels all over the place, and they're pretty good at just drilling. So, and I've been on a ship with my parents since I grew up, basically. So I've seen it done and done it a lot. So I'm pretty familiar with a lot of the regular travel routes.
Well, that's quite a handy skill.
Oh,
Yes. So you get there and you get the usual barrage of like stuff about destinations in the system. Any mails or you would have gotten that might be waiting for you in the system. Your account gets updated.
What about news? Any interesting news?
Let's pull up the news.
How did the GM role go? Basically, is what I'm asking for.
Well, there's some of that you're gonna have to wait like 2 months to find out about.
Oh, fun.
But
That's-
it really doesn't matter to you because it's 2 months away.
That doesn't make me feel better.
It just means it's really far north, and it's gonna take a long time for the news to reach you.
Yep.
Not
Pretty
necessarily
much
that it's sector-wide altering. That's gonna destroy the sector in 2 months.
I mean, that would probably travel a lot faster. Yeah, there's one thing that stands out immediately, and that's Terra Prime Outfitting. They had some fault. A lot of their ships started reporting some faulty equipment, and so they ended up having to settle that and fix that problem. And they're still in the middle of dealing with that because obviously, it takes time to get ships back in and fixed up. But they dealt with it real well. And it turns out it was all parts from Magpie. So it's a huge thing.
Are any of our parts those parts?
No, your ship isn't on the list.
That sounds good. I asked Vera to check all of the parts that had problems anyway.
What? What have you guys been talking about?
Some other ships that our shipbuilder had some equipment problems recently. So our ship isn't on the list, but can't be too careful.
Yeah. What?
So can I give her a list of equipment to double check to make sure it's functioning properly?
Yeah, you can do that.
Vera, could you take a look at this stuff for me?
Yes. What do I roll? What do I roll?
This news you probably would have seen happen. The orbital defense fleet that was orbiting Imran moved. It just left, and it's now orbiting Bioti.
Am I supposed to roll something?
Fix it with intelligence.
Is there a way to have that interactive sector map that one time you gave me where you can click on the system and actually see the names of the planets that are inside of it?
That relies on other things that are not a part of Roll20. So no.
Well, I meant, yeah, not in Roll20.
I can give it to you,
It's
but
like a website, right?
I can't delete the systems that don't actually exist anymore.
Oh, okay. 'Cause otherwise it's just like, because you said it's the name of some planet, but I have no idea where that planet is because I don't know what systems have planets and what the planets in them are called just by looking at this map.
That's true. I'll get that. I'll do a write up, and just like a sheet. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't find anything wrong, bro. Like, how long do you spend doing this? Because some of the parts are just like, and you have to pull out panels and look at them.
I would have thought I would have been pretty thorough, but why, Dice? Why?
I mean,
I'm just like,
seven's not horrible.
I'm just like asking like how thorough you go through. You spend like a day or two looking through every part.
Well, how long does it take us to actually get to the planet once we're in system?
2 days. The general assumption is 2 days to another region, and you always exit on the edge of the system.
Yeah, I think I would have been pretty thorough.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't find anything wrong. Everything looks like it's functioning.
I offered to help Vara look at everything.
You can
Yeah.
make a roll too. You fix it with your intelligence. You're in complete agreement with her, everything's fine.
I pull out a part and look at it and say, wow, this looks in perfect condition. And then 2 seconds later say, so what's this thing do? Actually, that wasn't what I do because that wasn't my correct voice, but we'll just pretend.
Alright, this is all pretty routine. 7 is enough to pass it. Okay, so you spend the next 2 days headed towards Veneta. And no one wants to do anything else. Well, if that's the case, then as you start to get closer to the planet, you see that large swaths of whatever land masses you can see are like most of it is all gray or black. It's kind of in a checkered pattern. It's very hard to see. It looks like graph paper from really, really far away.
Charming.
Do I have landing coordinates?
Yeah. And there's a station in orbit. But if you hail them, you get permission to land. When they pass you off to, yeah. So you hail them, they sign you off, and then you get transferred part way down through the atmosphere to the Clarendon Academy's landing tower, and they clear you to land on one of their docking pads. And as you come down, you start to see the large plains of city streets. And you come down, you're like coming down over one of the continents, and you just see ruined city streets, toppled buildings, rubble. Looks like what could have been a once great city is now overrun with bits of wildlife and rubble. The 600 some odd years that have passed since this was once a city have not been very kind to it. And then as you start to get close, you see over the horizon as you fly over it, there's a large dip off, and you see like half a mile down actual land. And you fly down towards the outpost, and you can see that there's a central area that's like got a large tower in it, and another smaller but still pretty large building, and then lots of other buildings. And it's clean. It looks like normal TL4 stuff. And then there's like not a shanty town, but a lot of obviously cheaper, dirtier buildings and prefab stuff all around it.
Okay, so it's kind of built not in cities, it's kind of like out on the outskirts of it, but it's like its own separate buildings.
Yeah, it's like near the ocean on the edge. Most of what docks or stuff might have been out here. It's been like the cement and stuff. A lot of it's been ground or edged down. It's obvious that there used to be some sort of infrastructure out here 600 years ago, but it's not really recognizable.
All right.
Yeah, so you set down in the academy. They have some landing pads set off for themselves.
I'll land.
Yeah, you land, and I imagine the preceptor you're transporting once you announce over the intercom that you're landing, he comes out and he just tells you about unloading and how a payment's going to be processed.
Yeah, and you said that you were paying for anything that we might find on the planet too. How does that work?
Yes. Well, if let me nail his accent down. Yes. What you do is you document it and all that, and then you let us know about it. That way we can make sure somebody gets out there to confirm it, and if you happen to bring it in, that is even better, and we'll pay you straight up for it.
Do you have a contact? Is there like someone, like an office that handles that kind of thing?
Yes, for that you would contact. Yes, you would contact acquisitions. Here's their number.
Oh, thank you.
So you're saying that we can just fly over this planet and look for salvage and other interesting things? Do we need a charter or something?
Well, they haven't really made it that. I believe they've been processing down and out from around the outpost, so I don't think they have the capabilities to get other places. But so if we go too far out, they won't be able to get there. But if we could bring it back.
Yes, if you bring it back, we will gladly pay you for it.
But how dangerous is venturing outside of this general area? Because I heard rumors about some sort of tribal people on this planet.
Well, they are tribal people, so there is some danger always, any time you take on scavenging, but so long as you bring self-defense with you, you should be alright, but do be careful, because it does vary on which group you go into. The natives, as it were, of the planet are very wary of outsiders anyways, and they want to keep we do want to keep everybody's safety in mind. So not everybody can. It's just that since you are contracted with us now, well, we'll contract with you again for this stuff as well.
And what kind of tech are you looking for exactly?
On here, just about everything.
What pays the most?
Mostly any of the pre-tech stuff for sure.
Do we need to obtain a charter or something, or are we just free to go out and look?
No charter is needed, and just about anything you find down there could be worthwhile. Just depends on what happens or what it is. Nobody really owns this planet, so we have free reign.
Do you have any sort of lists of documentation of where it's already been looked over?
Processing your request.
Also, you never asked Gemma what happened to the artifact you guys found.
I guess I got busy piloting things. Here, I'll roll to see if it came up over cards.
We do recommend that you don't salvage anything that's within of a salvage settlement, just to make sure that everybody has a fair chance and we don't have a load of greedy people. Because salvaging is a way of life for some people, and we would like to make sure that everybody has at least some kind of way to pay for food.
Okay. That's quite why I kind of want to know what's been covered and what hasn't, so we don't end up just down there wasting our time combing through things people have already gone through.
Okay, well, pretty much 10 miles within a salvage settlement has been covered. Beyond that as well, safety is a concern, but you guys look like you can handle it.
Oh, thanks. So I guess we start unloading, or however their people are coming, the preceptors are coming to get their stuff.
Yeah, so he'll like say goodbye to you and tell you that he's gonna go and deal with the unloading the stuff. And like when you open it up, you already see guys coming out, like they just by your codes and stuff, that the landing codes and like stuff he gave you to get clearance to land and stuff, like they know you're coming with this stuff, so you know they've already got people moving. Actually, they need you to move the grab vehicle out of the way.
Yeah.
That's about the only thing. They're just like,
Var, would you mind moving that, please?
It would be greatly
Sorry,
appreciated.
I'm distracted with other conversations. What?
Could you move the grab vehicle, please? We need to get a hold of the things behind it.
Alrighty. It's okay, I'll behave, I think.
So it takes them a couple of hours, and but they get it all unloaded without a problem.
What time of day is it?
It's probably like 10, 11 in the morning.
In the morning?
What kind of atmosphere does this planet have? Like regular breathable atmosphere?
Yeah, it's regular, breathable. It's pretty warm. Actually, no, it's pretty cold, actually. I got that wrong.
We'll get to wear my cloak. That's fun.
Which is a little bit surprising considering the blue sun, but even being as far out as it is.
Oh, does that
Oh, is
map
that what
reflect?
that's colors?
Those aren't just
Yep.
random colors. Oh, that's cool.
Nope.
Wait, so what's the giant white thing?
Super giant white star.
Oh, I
Death.
didn't realize there were super giant white stars. Didn't realize that.
There are now.
Well, Captain, what's the plan? Are we going to go and do some exploring?
See if the Clerians might have some more intel they can give us, but I think that's the plan. Maybe see if we can gather more information today and then start heading out tomorrow. I also kind of want to have a chance to fire the shear rifle in a controlled setting in case we need to use it out there.
I see.
So you're gonna go out and look to make contact with the Clearden Academy?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a shared landing pad. This compound is sort of like shared by both of them.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
And the really tall tower looks like something Clearides would set up.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. So I imagine you head over there.
Yep. Anybody else
Yeah.
want to come? Also, after that, I'm gonna look for it, see if they have like a firing range or something.
Okay.
Where are we headed? Are we going off? Are we getting on the planet?
Yeah, you're on the planet already. They've been unloading stuff.
I mean, are we getting off the ship of the planet?
Yeah, I mean, I was planning on getting some more intel before we head out completely, but yeah.
Well, I can take a look at the extranet and see what's going on.
I was thinking of heading out to a Zokal watering hole to see what the salvagers have to say.
That's a good idea.
I'd probably do both. It would take me, 20 minutes just to see what's the latest news? At least the headlines.
Yeah, why don't you guys all head that way? I'll see if my contacts within the Ceridian Academy know anything, but the Salvagers probably know more.
Alright.
Sounds like a plan, Captain.
I follow Jada.
I was kind of just, talking to everyone in general, so. And Leo will head out to go find the Academy people.
Okay, so the plan was that we're gonna wait like 20 minutes on the ship for Gemma to do a scan on the what are we calling it? The externet?
Yeah.
Can we call it the WeberNet?
No.
So what were you going to scan for again?
But just with like the top headlines, see what's going on this planet. What's of interest? And since I do the computers, I get to name it.
It's the WeberNet.
It's the extranet.
Sure. So it doesn't really take much to do, and you're just looking for public stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it's mostly what you'd expect from a gruff salvaging town. There's most of the stuff is probably dealt with in person, but they do use the internet here, so there's like some sort of local Craigslist sort of thing, and there's like ads for jobs and stuff. Nothing particularly stands out.
Any news on the ruins?
I mean, most of it is regarding the ruins.
But there's no like news stories of, group gets trapped in cave in this area is dangerous to travelers, like anything like that.
No, nothing stands out as being more dangerous than anywhere else. There's nothing that would give you the idea that one area is more particularly dangerous than anything else. You might notice that forays into the depths command anyone looking to hire people for that command reasonably a lot larger sums than the terraces on the surface. And that there aren't terribly many of those in the first place.
Okay. And after looking, I'll come back to him and say, to the group and be like, other than the ruins, this planet seems to be pretty boring. I did notice, however, that the higher paying jobs are the ones that go to the depths of the ruins, so we might want to focus our investigations into that aspect.
That also might be the more dangerous route to go. It would be good to hear some feedback on some of the local salvagers, what they think, the hazards that they encounter.
Sounds fine to me.
So you guys head on out.
I mean, Leo's already gone.
Yeah, Leo's already
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah,
So-
what's going on? I've been distracted by food.
You guys are landed. Leopold already left to go do something, and Zariana and this Gemini, your sister, and Jadic are talking about going to a bar to talk with local salvagers, see what's going on, and figure out how to make money.
And Varroa just wants to get out into those ruins and explore. I imagine she's practically vibrating with excitement.
Yeah, I imagine. Well, we'll save that for after we deal with Leopold, because I think Leopold might take less time. So,
Potentially.
so you guys head out. Does Toribio head out with anyone?
Are we gonna go do the thing? Are we doing the mission?
You're going to.
We're going to a bar to get info about the mission.
I guess.
Okay, so you guys all head out and lock up the ship. Not that it's all really in much of any danger here. It's probably the best place to have been able to park. And so you go in, Leopold. I assume you're approaching the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. You notice this place has probably been here a while because there's paved streets and stuff in here. And like you saw on the way down, this compound is like walled in. There are gates to get in and out. And so you leave the landing pad or the landing zone and walk down the street until you get to the tower, and everything here is like nicely maintained. It's like a little town. And you walk in the front doors, and it's really nice and posh, like you'd expect a corporate headquarters to be, especially for scholars who like their comfort. And like the couches have like red velvet fabric, and there's a nice like carpeted floor in the lounging areas, and then there's like linoleum up to the front desk. And it's nice and air conditioned. And there's a receptionist at the desk. Probably a couple.
Hello, can I help you?
Hi, yeah. We just got on the planet, and I was wondering if there was, well, anyone could talk to get more information about what kind of tech we're looking at here for salvage purposes, and where we might look for getting some interesting things for you guys to take a look at.
Oh yes, this is we get quite a few questions on that. And who am I speaking with?
Leopold Bosch.
Leopold. Just one moment.
Yes, even in the future, systems to look people up in bureaucratic buildings take way too long.
Of course.
Do 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 do.
Are you doing that in character?
No.
Okay.
Who is drawing green? Barry Cam?
Wrong color of green.
I don't see green. Who has green?
You can change your pen color when you're drawing things.
Yeah.
This is
yeah.
true.
It's the secret. No one knows who's drawing the ship.
Oh, I have an idea. Well, let us see here. Are you trying to change departments for a post on Veneta or something?
No, just looking to do some scavenging. I actually haven't worked in the research department for a while. They wouldn't fund my research, so now I'm looking at other means of funding it. So here I am with a crew, looking to salvage some things for you guys.
Ah, alright. Well, let me check our freelancer list. And she turns her attention away from you and starts typing on her computer and is just doing her normal thing of looking up on the computer and not giving a care as to whether or not how long you wait.
So how long have you been here?
Oh, long enough.
It's quite an impressive building.
Yes, yes it is.
Really reminds me a lot of home.
Well, I'm glad for you.
Yeah, my friendly guy, Yi Lu, he was cool. I mean, Yi Fu. I know
Yi
my
Fu.
friend's name.
Do we have to rate it in real time for this? Leo, hashtag rage quits.
Ah, here's one. We have an expedition that we're preparing for in collaboration with the Preceptors to investigate some ruins in the depths. You would have to sign a few waivers to find out more, but if you want, we can also put you on the company list, so any researchers who would like to requisition an expedition can contact you.
That'd be great. Is there any way I could just, hop in, talk to one of them for a bit? Researcher to researcher.
You wish to pop into a researcher on a dig site and talk with them.
No. Well, no. There's got to be some of the research once you bring stuff back. There's got to be some researchers in the building. Yes. Not everyone's in the field all the time. You can't do the most analyzed work there.
That is true. Do you know someone here?
I honestly don't know who's here. It's been a while since I've seen anyone.
You can roll connect.
That sounds great. What modifier?
Charisma.
Alright. On on that roll, you know somebody by the name of Ann Jackson. She's a researcher like you, very tall, very distinguished, but also has a booming voice, so she's kind of easy to spot.
Right. Do I know that she's here, like without seeing like a list or anything? So I just like ask this person where she is, or like how's this working?
I imagine because you worked in the same area of space, you were like right next door. You're really the only two major operations by Clarice down here. So you probably met her at some point. She might have came over to Theodorakis for some reason or another, or you might have met on Clarice on one of your trips up there.
Ah, yeah. You wouldn't happen to be able to tell me where an Ann Jackson is?
Yes, one moment. And she types in the computer real quick. Oh, yes. Let's see here. Oh, okay, here she is. She's up in her lab working. Down the hall and to the left. And up the elevator to floor number 6.
Alright, thanks.
Thank you.
You don't remember a huge amount about her, but you know her field had something to do with computers.
Great. You guys can cut to everybody else while I go up to do that.
Okay. So everyone else, where are you gonna be looking for? What sort of bar are you gonna look for?
I was thinking a bar that's frequented by just like the salvagers.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to go outside the compound into the best pleasant looking area outside.
That's fine.
Okay, so you head out there. It's not necessarily easy to find anything, to find a particular place out there.
I look to the nearest person and I just say,
Yeah.
where's the good place to be?
Yeah, and they give you some long, winding directions through this obviously rather disorganized collection of buildings that goes on for quite a ways, down to down to a bar called the Rickety Shack.
Rickety Shack?
Yes, that is what it's called.
Okay.
Can we take a look at the outside and the people coming in just to get a feel of the kinds of people that walk through here?
Wait a minute. Retcon. So you pick one berry.
Y'all find a nice little spot off in the corner and whatnot called Dutch's Hound.
There we go. Someone who knows what they're doing. I forgot you had names prepared. does not exist.
And surprise! I actually took Anne out for a drink and we came here.
Oh, she might not like this place then.
I don't think you're going to the same bar.
Yeah. The bar itself, it's well made, but it looks like it's been around for a while. Also looks like it's probably seen quite a little bit of weather and whatnot. So it's might be considered a little dirty, but it looks comfortable.
Yeah, everyone in here is obvious.
What is it called again?
Dutch's Hound.
Oh, the first time I heard that, I thought it was Duchess. Oh.
Not quite.
Well, strategies? Anybody have any ideas?
I was planning on just going in there and finding a table of salvagers and buying them a round of drinks.
Yeah, it's not terribly loud in here. Everyone in here looks like rough and tough types.
If it were closer to a time that would actually serve customers, it's like 10, 11 in the morning.
Oh, well, there goes my plan.
Yep, that is true.
Okay, maybe we should come back
Stock
later
the bar
today.
until.
Well, before we just
Is there a
completely
Denny's?
nix the idea, let's go talk to the barkeep at least.
Yeah, we should stay in this bar. It has cool music.
Its taste is very interesting, I'll give it that. Jemai shakes her head, looks at Vara, kind of like, what the heck, and then goes in.
Shrug. Just want to get to the exploring. There's all that stuff out there, and I want to get to it.
Y'all coming in a little bit early, ain't ya?
Actually, we're here for directions.
Well, there's north, south, east, and west. What can I help you with?
Facepalm.
Well, actually, I was hoping you could tell me if there's someone or some place we could go to get some good ideas about salvaging around here in the ruins.
Salvaging in the ruins. Just about everybody here has some kind of job or whatnot that I want to go out there for.
True, but you have your ear to the ground. I'll bet you know where the best opportunities are. Or at least someone who does know.
Little lady, I've been here about 20 years. I know just about everything I should know. But, I do have to make sure. Y'all know how to handle yourselves, right?
I look over at my sister. And I like in a show 'em something look.
And the bartender looks right at you, Gara. By the way, he's an older gentleman, kind of a salt and pepper hairstyle, thick beard, not long, but just thick. And behind them, there's about 10-ish variable weapons, rifles mostly. Some bolt action, some semi-auto, and every now and then a full auto.
How many of them are meg weapons?
Good question. The players would have to ask.
Or be able to tell by looking.
Yep.
Wait, why are we looking at guns? Sorry, I got slightly distracted by the
We're not. How about my friend and I buy an ale from you for each of us, and you tell us all about the locals?
Well, if you're gonna buy something, I guess it's 5 o'clock somewhere, ain't it?
That's what I hear.
What can I get you?
I slide over like 5 credits and like motion to the others to do the same. Alcohol, whatever this amount will give me in alcohol.
You know, usually people come into a bar, they expect to spend a lot more than 5, but okay. Well, here you go. And he pulls up clean glasses this early in the day. Fills it with a brown frothy mixture